Welcome back, guys. So holy crap, we got some stuff to talk about concerning virtual reality and the Nintendo Switch. Some amazeballs news was just announced that got me excited for the first time with Nintendo Labo. I was never a fan. I didn't think I was ever going to buy any of these Labo kits, and then today changed everything for me. It's been a weird day. So earlier today, I was at Target and I saw the first little kit, this one right here. One that comes with like a fishing pole type thing, a piano or whatever. I think this was normally like 80 bucks. They had a couple of them sitting there on a shelf listed at $20. And I was like, $20? Screw it. I'll probably never use this box full of cardboard, but 20 bucks, let me go ahead and buy it. Who cares? I mean, $20 is going out to lunch. You know what I mean? So I grabbed it, just decided, you know what, maybe at some point I'll mess with this. Maybe I'll just leave it in the box. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll work on it with my kids or something. So that was kind of the low end of excitement. Like, ooh, a deal, right? But then, holy crap, Nintendo makes this huge announcement. And yes, it was huge in my eyes concerning this VR Labo kit that's coming out. And I didn't even realize it. This is coming out in a few days. I thought this was still a ways away. But we have some crazy news. We have some compatibility with previous games on the system that are going to implement VR modes coming next week. What games are those? Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Mario Odyssey, I don't really care that much about. It's got like some little modes in it, but we're going to take a look at the trailer in a second here. But Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Holy crap, it seems like it's the entire game. You can just turn it on, play in VR, turn it off, don't, whatever you want. But it's looking like the whole game is going to be implemented into this VR setup. So I pre-ordered this today, or just within the past few hours once I saw this news, not realizing like this is coming out soon, man. But there's two kits. There's an $80 kit that comes with a bunch of nonsense. If you want to look through a chicken's butt, boom, there you go. You want to be an elephant? Like whatever, right? I don't care about that nonsense. 80 bucks for that boo-boo-ness. I don't care about that one. I want the one with the goggles, and that's it. I don't care about nothing else. Give me those goggles, right? So $39.99, you can get the goggles and the little blaster thing and the software. It does come with the software, so you don't get a trip on that. You get the software with it for 39 bucks. I'm still Gamers Club Unlocked member. I got this bad boy after tax for like 34 or 47, something like that. And I cannot wait to get this cardboard nonsense. Why is that? Because of this right here. Oh my God. Let's take a look. See Mario's World in a whole new way in VR. This seems cool. I'll probably mess with this. Join Mario. It's bite-sized bonus experience. Family-friendly VR. Looking kind of cool. You know what I mean? I could see them really like putting out games for this VR setup, like Nintendogs, stuff like that, you know, and that kind of struck me in my brain because I seen this dog with a freaking hat right here, right? But I could see a lot of games implementing this VR craziness, and it's going to be really intriguing. For an entry point of 40 bucks, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. This is where it's exciting, though. See Link's World in a whole new way with VR, the Toy-Con VR goggles. Now, this, wow, the pre-rendered cutscene's not compatible with VR. Okay, we got that part, but it seems like everything else, the gameplay, all the stuff you're doing. I mean, I kind of get it with the pre-rendered stuff. Toy-Con, boom, off, on, use VR goggles. You don't need to start a new save file to enjoy this VR experience. You could just enjoy it. Dude, I don't know about you, but this has got me balls crazy excited to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild again in VR. I'm probably just going to wipe my save because I don't really care. Redo all that stuff. $4.25. So the end of this month, updates. Boom. And this Labo VR is coming out next week. Holy crap. That is exciting news. Now, the thing that, like, with these goggles, they're cardboard, bro. That's the one thing that worries me a little bit. And you know, I get it. I have a Google Cardboard from years ago when they first came out, and it still holds up, man. If I really want to use that stupid thing, I could use it. It's just a matter of taking care of it. If you have little kids and their grubby, greasy hands getting all over these things, you're going to destroy that cardboard, man. But If you take care of it, you should be fine. But I could imagine with however this is set up with these goggles, with the build, how it's utilized, somebody is going to come out with a non-cardboard version. And I'm pretty excited for that. I would hope Nintendo would see, like, you know, if there's some kind of popularity with this and a lot of people adopt this cardboard craziness. And I understand, you know, like makerspace type thing, you know, STEM activities, you know, this Labo stuff is pretty good for that. For some people, it seemed pretty frustrating. I haven't messed with it, but I've seen some grown ass adults getting annoyed with this cardboard construction, but definitely is something that, you know, kind of motivates the mind to work on these things. And it's definitely a cool little family activity. And it does hype me up a little bit for the 20 bucks I spent on the other kit to maybe at some point set aside a day, because I know it's a crazy project, but set aside a day or two, get these things put together with my kids and just mess around with it. I know the piano thing was kind of cool, but I'm hoping that this does well, and Nintendo puts out their own version of this VR headset that is just fully constructed, you know, maybe even make it all red, make it reminiscent of a Virtual Boy, just to kind of hint, like, you know, I mean, maybe not. People would be like, ugh, the Virtual Boy, but kind of go back and you know, relive those roots of messing crap up. But you know, this, I don't think, with the price point and what it is and how Nintendo's implementing this in a couple of their most popular games, this is, I mean, they're in it to win it with this. There's nothing wrong. There's no crazy hardware you have to buy. You have to buy a $30, $40 kit. If they sold a plastic full-on headset that was constructed well by itself for maybe 60 bucks, 70 bucks maybe, because there's really no hardware in there from the way it looks, that would be kind of cool, man. I would definitely jump on that, because I know with this cardboard craziness, these things are going to get destroyed over time. And I'm hoping that this kind of stuff gets implemented in more games. Like, I mean, Mario Tennis is an awesome game. Mario Kart. Maybe other companies will start implementing this into their games, putting out some free updates. Nintendo, maybe going forward with the games they put out, maybe they'll put these modes in there. I just think this is a pretty cool step for the future of gaming. You know, I have a PSVR, and I know I kind of touched on that a little bit in like streams and videos that I've done. And the PSVR, I was a very early adopter. I jumped into that the day it came out. I actually went to like some private events where you had to like schedule appointments to try out the PSVR months before it came out. And I was super excited, signed up for those kind of things, and then went to the other ones that they held at, I believe, like GameStops and stuff like that leading up to the launch, just to go sit there, put on this freaking helmet, this visor, whatever the hell you want to call it, and sit there and stare at a shark. You know, you're in a shark cage, stare at that thing, or the Getaway, all those different demos they had, the VR World stuff. That stuff was amazing. Man, I have a nice handful of VR games for the PSVR, but it's a bulky ass setup, man. All those cables coming out, you know, the price point's not too bad, but to get set up, to get that camera sitting up there, to have the controllers set up for it, to have all these wires popping around, to have this little box plugged into your PS4, it's a cumbersome setup. And something like this, the simplicity of what Nintendo's doing here, has me excited as crazy for a cardboard box that you strap to your face and put your $300 Nintendo Switch into so you can see games in VR. That has got me excited for the future of Nintendo. Nintendo has failed at plenty of things, and they have succeeded at a lot. I think Labo, it's surprising to see this VR stuff being talked about previously. And I think a lot of people just, I didn't even talk about this when they first announced this, because I was like, whatever, like big flipping deal. Cool. Another construction cardboard set that, you know, kids might enjoy, but as an adult, I'm not really going to mess with this unless my kids wanted to jump into it. My kids weren't excited about Labo to begin with. Otherwise, I would have bought it and paid full price way back when it first came out. So this I didn't really care for until I saw this announcement today. of Mario Odyssey, which, okay, the little bite-sized content's got me intrigued a little bit, but it was seeing that Legend of Zelda that really just, it blew it up for me. It got me excited for something strange that Nintendo is doing that I feel it is going to be successful this time around. Like, they didn't ditch Labo, and I'm kind of glad now. I thought this was going to be a you know, a hit it and quit it type of thing. Nobody cared, and they're just done. Like, all right, we can't make any more cardboard nonsense. Let's wrap this up. So definitely excited to see the future of Labo, but more importantly, VR on Nintendo Switch and what the future holds for that. Definitely excited. Let me know what you guys think. Just had the rant on this, man. Just speak on it, because it's got me gripped, where I'm spending my $40 for a cardboard VR setup. Hells yes. That said, guys, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye!